Hello everyone, my name is Monica and I'm a career coach. So today I'm going to give you 3 tips to impress your interviewer in 3 seconds. Now, the reason why I would say in 3 seconds the interviewer would have an impression about you in their mind is because that is true. In these cases, the first impression could potentially be the last impression as well. So no matter how well you perform in your interview, if the initial 3 seconds does not go well, it might overshadow what the interviewer is thinking about you. All right, so please try to implement these 3 tips, which are super easy. So number 1 is please arrive at the meeting destination way earlier. So I wouldn't say be punctual and be on time. Try to be way earlier. And the reason for this is, for example, you might need a place to park. You might need to find where the meeting room is, where the interview room is. You might need to take some time to calm yourself down, freshen up. There's so many other things, right? And this truly speaks volume. I mean, I will say my personal experience. So once I had to arrive for this interview, and I'm usually a very punctual person, I'll be there beforehand. So I knew where the office is and I took it a little bit for granted. I was there 10 minutes beforehand. I thought, how difficult could it be to find a parking space? But I was wrong. I really could not find a parking space. I just drove here, drove there. I was trying to find my way out, but I couldn't. And I was, unfortunately, 5 minutes late. And the interviewer noticed this and wasn't really happy. So in spite of the rest of my interview going really well, this 5 minutes late really had an impact on the whole interview. So that's the reason I'm saying, please be on time way beforehand. Okay, this demonstrates your punctuality, it demonstrates your commitment. So it speaks volumes over here, especially when you tell, whoever the receptionist or whoever is there to say that you've come for the interview, and the interviewer is aware that you've come way before time. Of course, doesn't mean an hour before time, but leave sufficient time in there. They know that you're taking this very seriously. The second tip is to dress really smartly and formally. Please don't wear this, not at all. All right, so of course, if you're a woman, you can wear a nice dress, a nice skirt. Depends on which country as well you're living, obviously. So please take that into consideration as well. And if you're a man, you can wear a blazer, please wear a tie. So just understand what would be considered a formal dressing. I wouldn't even say smart casual, no. Please be formal, okay? Again, this speaks a lot about your self-esteem. And it creates a very, very good first impression as well, especially if the interviewer comes towards you, you're looking all smart. It really shows you've put in the effort and it shows your high self-esteem, okay? So that's pretty easy. But of course, for those of you who like being casual, this might be a bit of an effort. Even if you're uncomfortable, please do it. Now, number 3, what we have over here is your body language. Okay, so try to be, your shoulders at the back, try to be a bit smart. Now, many times where people miss is these 2 points. Handshake. Okay, it's good to handshake. Again, please take into consideration the culture and the country you're living, of course. Handshake, have a firm handshake, because the way you shake hands as well speaks a lot. These all come under the body language. All right, try not to do this. Try to have a firm handshake. The other thing is the eye contact. Maintain the eye contact. Now, these gestures will speak a lot about your confidence, right? And most of the enterprises would want their employees to be very, very confident. They wouldn't want someone who is, who gets intimidated or who's very nervous. No, they would want someone who is confident, who's able to speak for themselves, who's able to look at them and make a point. Okay, so throughout the interview, I wouldn't just say this in the beginning. Throughout your interview, maintain eye contact. All right, don't be afraid, don't look here. Of course, you can start building on your confidence regarding it, but that speaks a lot. When you look into their eyes and give a response, it speaks volumes. All right, so all these 3 points, they sound like very minute. Okay, they sound like something you already know, but maybe you're not implementing it, or maybe you're implementing only 2 out of these 3. But these 3 points when put together. So think about this, right? If you're going for the interviewer is there. He or she sees you on time. They see you well dressed. Okay, they shake your hands and they have that eye contact. They've created a positive first impression about you, and that's going to make the rest of the interview much more easier. Okay, because no matter what we say, sometimes, like I said, in my case, where I was 5 minutes late, that impacted the rest of the interview. All right. So with experience, I would say that these 3 things are extremely, extremely beneficial. All right, I really hope you found this of a benefit for you. I would love to hear your comments. And of course, you can also follow me on other social media. I'll mention the details in the link below. And I'll see you all soon. Take care. Goodbye.